What's up, it's your boys, bro? Today we're back with that video. As you see from the thumbnail and the title, you know that specific video you've been wanting back then. It's here right now, bro. It's here right now, bro. We're finally doing it, bro. So y'all may be asking, what video are you doing, bro? Today it's a story time on how I met my ex, how we broke up, and how are things now. You feel me? This video was being asked for, boys. Y'all can see like it's been a long time. I was like, okay, because I want to do this video, me, I was okay with it, but I wasn't sure if like my ex and some other people are okay with it. So I went on and texted my ex. I was like, okay, is it cool if I do this specific video whereby like people are wanting it, or should I not? She was like, boy, okay, it's cool, go do it. I was like, okay, she a real one too, but you're a real one for saying yes, boy. At the end of the day, that's what people want. You feel me? And like maybe this is my final closure to me. You feel me? Hey man, ain't I telling the truth? But like, hey, let me tell you what really happened, please. Let me tell you what really happened. Really telling the truth. I'm putting this shit on my life, boys, on my life. So this is what really happened. So this thing really happened last year, boys. Let me tell you, I was in grade 10. I won't say her grade, but like you're my just here, boys. You're my just here. So this thing really started on December. It really started in December. Let me just say the part where me I started like getting to know the person. She was dating. Let me just give him the name John. Yeah, let me just give her the name Lucy. Lucy was dating John way back then. I think around September. I'm not really sure. Cause like me, I got in the. Let me just say I got in the story when like it was somewhere around December. Somewhere around December. I was like, okay, she was dating John, right? John was one of my closest friends back then. But like now I'm not really sure for boys, but like there's no beef. It's okay. It's okay. Maybe I'm the cause of it. I'm not really sure. Maybe it really affected him that much whereby like it was like and there you go, bro. I was like, okay, it is what it is, guy. What will I do? What will I do? There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can really do. So like chill. Um she was dating John back then. He was really hesitant. I was like, are you dating someone? He was like, yeah, I'm talking to someone. I was like, who? He was really hesitant on telling me. You feel me? Then like there was one of my other boys like who told me like he's dating this person. I was like, oh, are you dating that person? I was like, oh, okay, cool. Sometimes we used to go to her school, just to support my guy, to really see like the really dating. Sometimes, most of the times whereby like me I went there, she was always mad at him. The times I go to her, because like it's not like I went to their school every day, but most of the times whereby like I went, it's like I would go like 2 times a week. I'm not sure. Those 2 times I went there a week, most of the times she would be mad at him. Maybe I would say, like my thoughts, I would say like maybe the relationship is kinda getting shaky or not. Or maybe he did something whereby like, she felt like disrespected, you feel me? Okay, cool. So from that, I find out, you know, yeah, he finally told me like, yeah, he's dating this person. A few months passed. Let's go on to December. Yeah, it started to get like really really shaky, bro, between John and Lucy, bro. Then like sometimes he used to call me like, go talk to Lucy. Then didn't do this, things like that, bro. In December, you know what happens, boys. You know what happened. So sometimes I used to like, go help out my boy, because like he really loved her, boy. He really loved her like that, boys. So I went on to talk to her, boy, convinced her but like, I didn't really talk to her that much. I really like talked to her once, and I didn't have any type of conversation with her. Didn't have any type of conversation with her whereby like it's flirting or not. Didn't do that shit. I just talked to just help my boy out. You feel me? Okay, and just exaggerate some things. You feel me? So yeah, boys. Okay, things went smooth. Things like that. Things went smooth. Okay, do you know what it comes? She comes to our school. Yo, boys, boy. It started to get really shaky, bro. The moment she came to our school, it started to get shaky, boy. So she came to our school, boys, and they didn't really talk that much, but like they'd say like more when break time comes, right? When break time comes, he used to go to her and not really make like a whole break to have like a conversation, but just to tease her. So, yeah, like, I'd say that just to tease her, things like that. They didn't really talk that much. Maybe I think they talked too much on the phone. So yeah, they really didn't talk that much. Maybe it was starting to get cheap. That's what I was thinking. He was telling me too. Was like, boy, I think the relationship with me and her it's kind of starting to get shaky. It started to get shaky, bro. It started to get shaky. Started to get shaky. So I was like, boy, I think there's nothing you can do. He was like, nah, but I'm a keep fighting. So something in him told him like, nah, boy, I think I still love this shorty. I was like, hey man, do what you want. I'm here for you, boy. I'm still supporting you. We're here, boys. Shit, time goes on. Lucy has a cousin there at our school. Has a cousin, and her cousin used to work with these two tall bros. You feel me? And her cousin, and these two tall bros. We used to talk like a lot. I would say we were friends, but we used to talk a lot. We used to talk a lot like crazy. It used to go down, boys. It used to go down. You know, one day, I don't know what happened. I think there was like a rumor whereby like they said like John cheated on her, boys. And I'm not sure if I should. It's like I'm exposing, but like, Boro was cheating on her. He was cheating on her. So that day, I think it was the last day, boys. You were going to see Lucy with John, boys. That's what we were thinking. We were like, boy, if this thing goes bad, like if I try to communicate with her, I think it's chai, boy. I think it's chai. I think it's really chai. So John was starting to date another girl from another school without even telling her, boys. You know, I think she started to peep like the signs. She started to peep like the signs. Him and this girl he was dating. He used to have like matching profile pictures, things like that, and he was hiding it from her. You know, and like I think the person he dated and her now they're friends. You feel me? I think now they're friends. I was like, yo, boy, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. I was like, okay. He dated another girl and she was still in love with him. That's when, like, one day when school was out, she started crying, bro. We went there because, like, most of the time when school was out, he used to go to her, sometimes because, like, maybe I would say maybe he was embarrassed to go to her in front of people. Then he used to go to her with no people, so no one could like judge him or something like that. Okay, she was crying that day, boys. She was crying like, why are you cheating on me, boys? He was busy. Nah, I'm not cheating. I'm not cheating. I'm not cheating, boys. Please forgive me. And like he wasn't really applying that type of pressure whereby like I love you. Boy, he didn't really care. He didn't really care. He didn't give a shit. He didn't give a shit. He just wanted to have two striker in the court. And how would you handle it if you're still learning the game, boys? Boy, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Okay, I was like, okay, let me intervene. I went on. People were comforting her because like she was crying like crazy, bro. She went back home. I was like, okay, let me text her and like, you really lie for my boy because we were boys, bro. We I talked to her like I comforted her, things like that. I was like, he didn't do it, things like that. You feel me? Didn't do nothing. Okay, she believed it. They talked things out for like a few weeks. Now, now one day her cousin wanted to put her on with one of those tall guys. I was like, yo. I was like, yeah, boy, it's chai, yeah, boy, it's chai, boys. You know. And the day her cousin wanted to put her on with one of those tall guys, yo, I think she was kind of hesitant. I think she was kind of hesitant at first. And bro was really in love, boy. That's all one. He was really in love, boys. Okay, they started dating. I don't know when they started dating. And it really affected him. Meanwhile, he has a girlfriend. I was like, yo, boy, why do you want to have two shorties, boy? Uh, you're playing dirty games, you. You're playing dirty games, you. I was like, boy, okay, just do what you want, bro. I was like, okay. Then they started dating. I think she fell in love too. I'm not really sure. I'm not really that sure. I'm not really that sure. So, you know, I was like, boy. Because it was really hard, I was like, okay, the only thing we can do here, boy, let's just leave it and like, um, let's just leave it at that, boy. Then, this one of my friends, I have two friends, and this one of my friend, let me give him the name Michael. We used to go to this extra class like whereby like we used to wait for our little siblings then. And that extra class is where her mom teaches. So and my little brother goes there. So I was like, okay, let me go. Let me go there because like our parents used to work and come late. So she used to pick us there. So like we were three, I think at the time. I'm not sure, I'm not really sure. Oh, and one of her and one of Lucy's friends, whereby like we were at the same grade. You feel me? You feel me, boys? You feel me, boys? They started to get shaky, bro. It started to get shaky when by like, hey, and the tall one, it started to get shaky, bro. It started to get shaky. I was like, yo, it can't be that fast, bro. It started to get shaky around Valentine's Day, boys. Yo, boy. On Valentine's Day, it was crazy, bro. It was crazy. It was really crazy, bro. I think the boy bought him bought I think the tall one bought her a shirt known as like I think I need money for Porsche something like that. Yeah, I think he bought her that. Or I think he gave her a shirt. I'm not sure. I think he gave her he gave her a shirt wrapped in some little plastic. I was like, yo, boy, what the fuck? You know, you can't be serious right now, bro. You give a girl a gift in a plastic bag. Oh boy. In some weird plastic bag. I was like, yo, that's chat. No, that's chat, it's chat. And meanwhile, me, I think I was dating that tall guy's sister, bro. Yo, it's chat. You know, it was that shaky, bro. So, um, started to get shaky. I think she denied the shirt. I was like, I really didn't like, I don't know the full information about her and that tall guy, but I just know in Valentine's Day it was kind of shaky. You know, time went on, she started talking to me more. I was like, yo, I peeped the signs like the fast replies, things like that. You know, I went on and told my boy, like, isn't this weird, boy? He mized me, boy. I was like, which ones now, boy? Which ones? I was like, okay, let me just talk to her. I'ma keep it friendly like that. I'ma just be friendly. Not that I want her, but like, let me just keep it chill, boy. Because, it's my ex's friend. Then, like, um, Time was on, we were talking. One day, boys, it led to that day. We were talking, then like she told me she has a crush on me. Yo, boys. I was like, it's shy, boy. It's shy, boy. I was like, yeah, it's shy. I was like, it's shy. I went on and told my boy. I was like, do you see? He was like, yeah, I see. You know, but no, we had this thing as boys, like, you don't talk to girls like whereby like you didn't crack, something like that, and like I dated. Maybe you can go talk to a girl whereby like I was just like playing something like that. That's when you can go talk to her. Boy, and I won't lie. Back then, I think she was the one, boys. I won't lie. I won't lie. She ticked all the checklist, if I could say that, boys. One day she was like, "Let's go on a quarter date." I was like, ah. Now you see what type of games you're playing now, please. I was like, it's child. And he broke up with the tall guy. And let me tell, I think I forgot this. The first time I peeped something that like she might actually fuck with me was when she was teaching me how to dance at extra class, boys. That's when I peeped it. And my boy told me, he was like, boy, I think this one likes you. And her friend, Lucy's friend, the one we used to, you know, waiting there at the extra class whereby our little siblings go to. Her best friend, the girl, was like, boy, something's going on here. I was like, yeah, there's something shaky going on. I think that's when the day she told me like, boy, me I fuck with you, bro. Me I fuck with you heavy. I was like, yo, I didn't know what to do, bro. My mind was confused, bro. I was really confused. I'm like, what should I do? What should I do? Told my boys. And the right decision was like, don't do anything, boys. I was like, boy, let me just go. I might just keep it friendly. We went on to like the quarter date. Yo, boy, that day, boys. We did a lot of things, boy. First of all, hey, boy, I was kind of nervous. I won't lie. Tell me why, boys. On the first day, I arrived so late. Arrived so late, and you don't do that, boy. That's how confused I was, boy. That's how confused I was. You know, she was wearing some, I forgot, but she had that shit on, boy. I won't lie. I won't really lie. So, I was waiting. She waited there for me, and she already bought for me the quota, bro. I was like, yo, no one has ever done that to. No one has ever done that to me, bro. Like ever. I was like, yo, I might think this one. I was like, okay, you're kind of doing your thing, boy. You're kind of doing your thing. Okay, then we ate, things like that. We walked. She was walking me home, things like that. I was like, okay. No, then it led to that one moment. Yeah. I was like, yeah. You know, it went to a point where, but like, I think I'm the one who started it. I'm not sure. It got physical, bro. I was like, not in that way, where, but like, but like, you feel me? Started touching, bro. Things like that, but not in that like way you think, you feel me? But like in that being friendly type of thing, boy. Boy. I didn't tell my boy because like I was like confused, like he'll get married, will he cut me off or things like that. I was like, let me just keep it to me and her. At the end of the day, okay, things went smooth. Things went smooth. Then it led to that one day. Me, we just started dating out of a sudden, bro. We just started dating out of a sudden. Then, like I put her in my bio, things like that, bro. Things like that. And it started to get shaky when like I put it in my bio, things like that, bro. Things went smoothly, bro. Then I had a girl best friend. This girl best friends, boy. They be onto something, bro. They be onto something, bro. And that's when the time whereby like I was going through lust like crazy. Lust was killing me like crazy. That's when the like it's like the time of puberty. You feel me? Yo, boy, the temptation was killing me, boys. The temptation was killing me. You know, temptation was killing me. No, me and my girlfriend were really close. Before I knew her, we were really close. Like the day she came, like a few months after, we really talked like a lot, boys. She used to work with us everywhere. Then the problem started when I had a girl best friend. Boys. People were peeping the signs of like what me and my girl best friend up to. But me, I didn't really take it personally because like what we used to do, she used to come to me, sit, talk, class, things like that. Maybe she was too close to me. That's when people were like, "Ah, boy, why are you cheating on our friend?" I was like, "I'm not cheating, guys." It led to a one moment where by like working, something happened, boy, when I was with my girl best friend. Temptation, yeah, boy. It started to like hit me like crazy, bro. It started to hit, boy. I was like, okay, how will I handle this? I was like, okay, let me stay strong. The other day, it happened again, boys. I won't lie, I fell into lust, boys. I didn't say we became intimate, but we did something crazy. We did something crazy. If you're, you know, if your person, if you can DJ somewhere at school, yeah, you must be really strong, boys. That's how temptation killed me, boys. DJing someone in school, it's cool. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. That's how. That's how I was really confused, boys. It got really shaky, bro. You know, I was like, okay, this girlfriend thing was kind of getting out of hand, boys. Cause like I didn't really give her the attention she needed. I was focusing too on other things and neglected her. Sometimes I didn't even talk to her for days, boy. Meanwhile, I was still talking to my girl best friend. You know, that's when the day I like broke up with her. I'm not sure I broke up with her or she broke up with me. But like, when that's the day where, but like, yeah, I think she said like she must break up with me or something like that. Then my boy came. We planned some Pep Guardiola type shit, bro. We planned to like let's win her back, boys. We tried all our best to convince her. She was like, let's talk things out. Okay, we talked things out. Yo, boy, I did it again, boys. I was like, boy, now this thing is fucked up, boys. You know, that feeling whereby like, something is coming, but you just don't know what. Yeah, that really heated me, boys. It had me thinking, boys. The day we rekindle things, and you do it again, boys. It was really kind of shaky. I knew that feeling was coming. I had that feeling. I was like, something is coming. Something is really, really coming. And yeah, I was right, boys. Months passed. Months passed. Me, I was busy with my girl best friend, things like that. Then my girl best friend found a boyfriend, and like it kind of made us like separate. I was left with no one. And like right now, as I'm talking, I haven't been in any relationship after that. I haven't been in any relationship after that. You feel me? That thing. Hey boys, I'm telling you, I had that thing coming, boys. There was this one boy who like I used to go to extra class with. You know, it started like this, right? They were like, don't you? They were at school. I started witnessing the signs where, by like, that feeling where, by like, something is coming, but you don't know. It started playing, boy. I started peeping the signs. She wasn't really texting that much. No, 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 no. Let me start off like this. Okay, when me and my girl best friend like cut ties, she was like, she wanted to get back together. I was like, oh, that's weird, bro. That's kind of weird. To me, it was kind of weird. I was like, oh, maybe she genuinely loves me. I was like, okay, for this one, let me change my ways. I became the most loyal person, bro, you can ever found, bro. I became so loyal. I was like, okay, things went smooth, things like that. We made then one day we made like a like a relationship account. Yo, that time was about to get checked. We made like a couple's Instagram account. People liked it. People liked it. She was cool with it. Then we went and play basketball one day. I was like, okay, okay. Maybe I might just be loyal, boy. I might just be loyal. I became loyal like crazy, bro. I love that boys. It's crazy. You know, things went smooth until this one light skin tall mate guy I to go to extra class with. He was started like asking me about this. I was started to ask me about it. I was like, yo, which ones? Now, me because I was dumb to myself. Not that me, I've got in the trap of like, ah, boy, I'm becoming loyal. I'll trust it. No, even if anyone tells me anything, I won't trust shit. I started to witness the signs. I feel that boy was starting to ask me about her, things like that. And me, because I was there, I didn't think, boy, me, I was telling him everything. You know, one day at school, when I started peeping the signs, she was no longer texting, things like that, bro. Those little signs you must watch out when like you know that your girl is gone. You know that your girl is no more yours. You know the girl is no more yours when you start witnessing those signs. You know, my friends came. My friends came. They were like, "Don't you know that this thing is happening and things like that?" They were saying like she cheating, things like that. I was confused, like, whoa, the John. I was like, John, we boys, and like months passed and you're not telling me shit. I was like, okay, maybe this one has been plotting on me, something like that. He didn't tell me shit. He didn't tell me anything, boys. I was like genuinely confused. Like, oh, so boys, now you're not telling me that your girl is going. I was like, okay. Oh no, boy, she was doing the most, bro. She was doing the most. But me, because like I was deeply genuinely loving, like I was like told myself I changed. Yo, boy, I was going through it, boys. And I confronted her about it, things like that. When time passed, she was like, when I was like, I was breaking up with her, she was talking about I was doing it because like I was hurt and out of anger. You know, at that time I was like, I didn't wanna buy it, boys. I was really that mad, boys, because like why? Tell myself that I'm changing, now you're tweaking. Boys, come on, bro. I told myself I'm changing, now you're tweaking like this. I was like, oh, okay, maybe, okay. At first, you know how it goes, bro. I was really, really angry. I was really angry, boys. I should have understand it. Maybe she wants things to be even. No, but me, I wasn't buying that. I wasn't buying that. I won't lie. I won't lie, chat. So, boys, I think I broke up with the then thing was final, bro. I really love J boy deeply, deeply, bro. My cousins, my girl cousins started to ask me like, what happened? Why did you all break up? I was like, boys, I think it's my fault. I think it's my fault, bro. That's what really happened, boys, between me and my ex, boys. I'm not sure. There were some parts whereby like there was like some parts. I'm not sure if this story is understandable, but like I'm trying my best to like, put things together to try to make it like how what really happened between us, boy. But like that's one of the main points that was happening, boys. But let me just summarize it for you. Let me just say I started the thing. I betrayed my boy. So let me just say something like that. I betrayed my boy. I dated his ex. Then she felt so embarrassed. Then she was like, okay, let me make things even. She did the same thing too. But I didn't know what they were doing. But like, let me just say they did the same thing too. And I was like, yo, that feeling of shame and guilt, bro. I was like, what was I doing, bro? Then you know that that one person you betrayed really loved you, bro. And I was like, yeah, it's life, boys. The last temptation will kill you, boys. Just always remember that. But that's all I'ma say. If you don't understand, I'ma just make a part 2. But this time I'll prepare. I'll just write down all the things that happened, and I'ma try to make the story as simple and possible. Without any ado, bro. I hope you all like the video. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, boys. So turn the post notifications on. And I'ma see you on the next video. Bye.
Ain't got a cap on me, keep it a bill. Okay, let's go, let me top my top. Moving so militant, walk my walk. Little hoe feeling me, give me top. Put it in Tiffany, okay, y'all. Put it in Tiffany, okay, cool. Don't get too close to me, change my mood. Feel like Osama, I'm quick to attack. Try to get in, but it's coupe, not black.